SUNSEEKER Manhattan 70 from 2010. This boat is now seriously for sale from her third owner. The present owner owns her for the past 6 years, and during this period many upgrades, significant upgrades has been done. The most serious one is the adding zero-speed Humphree electrical stabilizers. This system will make your life much more comfortable on the anchor and while the boat is making her way on the water. Additional upgrades that has been done in the last 2 years is changing all the teak decks. They are all fresh and new. Adding a generator, replacing an old generators with a new one. It's an Onan 27 kilowatts. And the last upgrade has been done early this year, is changing the whole electronic system, navigation system and communication with Raymarine, the latest version. It's an Axiom XL 16, two screens, 2 VHF system, autopilot, sonar, the whole system, and of course the radar, which is Quantum 2. So we are going to make a quite long walkthrough video on board today. If you want to skip from one part of the video to the other, use the chapters at the video description below. You will also find a link to the yacht page, and by clicking it you will see photos, specification list and additional information. So we are starting the video today in a beautiful anchorage in southwest Turkey. There are a few sailboats here, and we will start today from the bow. Let's have a quick look first astern, just to get the impression of the boat. There is a beautiful sunbathing area here. In both sides you can see very big Bose speakers, so you can have a party here on the front as well as in other parts of the boat. Up there you can see the big sun awning, which is covering a big part of the Flybridge. I will talk about it later. You can see the teak decks, which has been renewed. They are all fresh and new. The corking feels very fresh. Looking forward, there is a Lufrance windlass here. It has been changed about 5 years ago. It replaced a Quick one, Quick brand I mean. So, and here you can see of course the fenders, which has cages, which makes everything very well organized here in both sides. So we are turning again the camera astern, and we will make our way to the stern. And here you can see the condition of the gel coat. The boat is from 2010, and the gel coat condition is still feels fresh and nice. Now we are moving further astern. You can see the windows here and the connections to the hull or to the superstructure. It all looks healthy. The boat in general is in tip-top condition. It has a very caring owner. Here we can see the SUNSEEKER Manhattan logo. And moving further astern, and here we are in this aft cockpit. Very nice. In the center it has a very beautiful solid wood, teak wood table, which will sit around it probably 8 guests. In both sides there are capstans, electrical capstans from Lumar, here on the port side as well as on the starboard far there. There is a 4.10 meter dinghy from Capelli, and another an outboard from Yamaha with 60 horsepower. This boat is offered for sale. This dinghy is offered for sale together with a yacht. The way to launch the dinghy is it's an hydraulic water platform, so when the platform goes down, the dinghy floats and you have the dinghy ready. And after the dinghy clear the area, you have a beautiful swimming area down here. Okay, turning the camera back to this aft deck area. We have a quick look at the Saloon, which we are going to visit very soon, but first we will go up to the Flybridge and see how things looks from there. So there are 6 or 7, maybe 8 stairs leading you up, and here we are. You can see again this huge sun awning. Now this awning has extension to the stern, and you can see 2 stainless steel poles here and here, and this extension is connected to these poles, and by that it creates a very large shaded area. So let's first have a quick look around. Another sunbathing area at the fore part of the Flybridge. Very generous sitting area here and dining. And the aft part is dedicated to sunbathing area, and as I said, it can be also shaded with extension to the sun awning. 2 life rafts here which are valid until 2024. On the mast we can see the new Quantum radar. It's Quantum 2. It's the latest version, and in these 2 radomes, one of them has a satellite TV and of course the VH antenna. Turning and looking forward, we have a wet bar here, small sink, and down here it's a ice maker. It's an ice maker, and we can open this part, and underneath we have an electrical barbecue from Gaggenau, and this one is quite a deep fridge. You can keep your beverages cool and nice. Going to close it again and move a little bit further forward to see this Helm Station. Now you have up here, you have analog gauges for the main engines, which are MAN. From MAN, I will talk more about the MAN engines as we go to the engine room. You also have the electronic displays for the MAN. Here you can get much more information like fuel consumption, temperatures, and so on. Here is one of 2 Raymarine Axiom XL16, which is the latest Raymarine touchscreen. And you also have a new VHF here from Raymarine. Down here, autopilot, again new from Raymarine. The whole package is new and bought this year, 2023. What we also see here is the Humphree stabilizers, which are now active. I hope the camera can get it, but you see the fins are moving slightly. Now you can adjust in the Humphree stabilizers the option of a forward anchor, but also if you drop the anchor from the stern, which is quite rare, but it's also happened. But when you put the anchor on the common way from the bow, the fins are turning, not in the normal right direction when the boat is making her way on the water. So the sharp side of it is facing forward, and probably this is the more efficient way for the boat to feel stable. They work wonderful. I mean, we cruised before, and they feel it makes a big change. And this is one of the big advantages of this SUNSEEKER Manhattan. Most of them are coming as standard without stabilizers, and this one has it. A close look to the sunbathing, the forward sunbathing area, and another sitting place here facing forward. And we are going to step on it, move a little bit forward, and look at this sunbathing area on the foredeck. So I'm turning the camera to the stern. Another view to this flybridge from this direction. The boat feels totally as close as possible to new. She feels beautiful. The upholstery is fresh, as you can see here. Teak table looks at his really as new, and this one is folded, so you can make it smaller if you want to have it smaller, like that. And this is another beautiful place to sit around it, 8 guests. The boat has 4 cabins for 8 guests. Each cabin has its own ensuite, and we are going to see it very soon as we go to inside to explore the boat. Now this is another good chance to see the aft deck from this angle. Our last station for today will be the crew area and the engine room, and we will do it after we will explore the interior of the boat. So here we are in the salon. It's a generous salon, a lot of light inside. Also, the interior looks quite fresh, well maintained. This sofa is facing a large TV, which you see in front of the camera. Now, the whole main deck area is nearly flush. There is a small stair there, but beside that, the whole area is on one level, which also gives and enhance the feeling of space, large space inside. Moving forward, we see the large dining table, so you can also dine inside, and as you can see, it can accommodate 8 guests around it. And before we proceed, let's have a quick snap back to the salon, and from here you can experience the size of it and the windows. Now here on the starboard there is an open galley. It has a counter here which you can make an open buffet or serve food or use it as a working surface. Deep sink down here, a lot of storage space all around. Electrical stove from Bosch, an oven from Bosch, coffee machines, and here we have a freeze and a freezer. It's a large domestic machine from Bosch. Okay, we are moving forward, and let's check the pilot house, the internal Helm Station. Has a comfortable captain's chair, and then again the new machines from Raymarine, autopilot, the chart plotter, which now screens the cameras. The security cameras can be screened on the on this screen as well, and digital and analog gauges, and another new VHF from Raymarine. The boat has a stern and bow thruster from Side Power. Here are the controllers for that, and of course the throttle. And the last one is our hero, the Humphree stabilizers. And you can see here, you can change how sensitive is this machine, so you can make it full dumping. You control it from here, and that means that the reaction will be more fast, more aggressive, so it will keep the boat more stable, but actually it will consume more electric. The system has its own batteries, so it can work quite long time without the assistance of a generator. You can keep the boat quiet, so you can choose between full dumping, medium dumping, and soft dumping according to the condition of the sea on your preferences, and of course the electrical consumption that is available. Okay, from here we will dive down into the cabins. There is a 5 stairs stairway leading us down to a very modest corridor, which is good, which means that the space has been used cleverly. Now we will start with this door. This is the day head, and there is a shower here, and this one is shared for this small guest cabin. This is the smallest guest cabin, which has 2 banks, which are quite generous by width and by length, and they have a door to the same day head and their showers. And there is a small ladder here from stainless, which helps to reach the upper bed. Okay, we are moving forward, and the next cabin is starting behind this door, separated, and this is the VIP cabin, which is on the forward, and it is a full beam. The beds here are slightly on angle, they are not centered. I guess there is an advantage, design advantage to that. Anyway, it feels quite comfortable and quite spacious, I would say. That's the word that I was looking for in English. Spacious. Small sofa here to sit, put shoes on, or I don't know, just to rest. Quite generous storage space, both sides. When you open the door, there is a light which is turning on. Bose speakers, you can listen to music here. Turning the camera to the starboard side, there is a big Samsung TV here and a small dressing area with a small stool down here. Now this cabin has its own ensuite, which is again behind the separation door from the corridor, this one. It's quite a good size ensuite with sink and toilet and very reasonable size shower. The boat feels clean, doesn't have bad smells. It's quite obvious that it has a very caring owner. Her next owner probably will not have to invest anything, and with less worries for future maintenance. Now we are going to explore the last 2 cabins. Another 4 stairs are leading us a little bit more below, and here on my left side, which is the starboard side, we can see a twin size cabin, which is quite surprising by size on the positive way. It's quite a large cabin actually. Good light system, storage just ahead of the camera, and it has its own ensuite, which is really good size. good size shower, has some natural light from a port light which can be opened when it's possible. Let's turn and try to have another good view of the cabin itself. And from here we will proceed back to the small corridor, and behind this door is the master cabin. This is the separation door for the master cabin. It is starting with a very small corridor which leads you inside, some storage area down here below, big mirror. You can check how you look after dressing up and going out from the cabin. And here on the starboard side there is a good size ensuite, sink and toilet, and behind the door there is a good size shower which is larger than the other cabins, some kind of a massage jacuzzi shower. And we are going out to see the cabin itself. And here we are. You can see also here that the bed is angled somehow in the setting of the volume of the cabin, and somehow it gives a feeling that the cabin is very large. Very nice. We are moving inside. Before, just in front of the bed, there is another Samsung TV, large TV, dressing area with a huge mirror in front. And in both sides there are fairly large windows, and in both sides you can open them when it's allowed, possible and safe. But it's really nice. Actually my feet is probably slightly under the sea level, which is a nice feeling. Looking outside like that, you feel that you are walking on the water. Beautiful area here, as you can see. And there is a big hanging drawer here, and underneath additional storage space, more drawers, and this stool for the dressing area. And then again this large bed in front of the camera. On the counter side, the port side, same arrangement of windows. It has shading system in both sides, as you can see. So that was the master cabin. It's a full beam master cabin. The fact that the master cabin is the lowest on the boat makes it more comfortable. I'm sure you're aware, as high as your bed is above the waterline, you will feel less comfortable. This boat has the advantage of having the electrical zero-speed Humphree stabilizers, but still, when you sleep down at the water level, your body feels much more comfortable. The shaking, the rolling, and the pitch will feel much more modest. We are making our way, climbing up to the main deck. You can see some electrical panels here, and we will make our way all the way to the aft area, which we will see the crew accommodation as well as the engine room. Another quick look at the galley and Saloon. Very well arranged boat, very clean, and if I may say, with good taste of design. And here we are back in the Aft Deck. It's a beautiful day down here in South Turkey, and finally humidity went down after horrible humid summer here. It's quite windy today. A dinghy, and we are going through this aft door. Oh, this door is controlled by a piston. As you can see, you can open it, and there are 4 stairs here going down, and here we are. And this is the crew accommodation, which is quite surprising by size. There is an ensuite here behind the door. I will show you in a second. So there is a long bed here. There is a narrow and long window up here which provides natural light, which makes the cabin feels much more natural and comfortable. And there is another bed here with a port light which can be open and provide fresh air as it is done now. Microwave, so the crew can warm up something. A small TV, and underneath this bed there is a small fridge which has some beverages. Under the other bed there are the service batteries of the boat, which in total has 1320 amperes. So this is the ensuite for the crew, the washroom, the toilet and wet shower and sink. Needs a little bit of freshen up, but all in all it's a small cosmetic thing which can be done quite easy and with an inexpensive budget. Okay, from here we are going to go through the watertight door, this one, and we will enter the engine room. Okay, so here we are. It's quite a reasonable size engine room in terms of accessibility to systems. So let's start off with what we see now. There is a Fisher Panda generator. It's a small generator of 1.8 kilowatts. It has 5,000 hours at the moment. It works properly. It can definitely provide 220 volts for small consumptions of toaster, oven, small things if you need a quick one. There are 2 units here from a marine air system. If I'm not wrong, there are 3 compressors all in all, each one with 24,000 BTUs. You can check the link at the video description to find out the exact measures. I will put it on the website in the specification list. Down here there are 2 water pumps. One that will work on 220 volts and one on 24. On the other side, port side, there is a new generator. It has been installed 2 years ago. It's Onan generator with 27 kilowatts. So you're hassle free for the next few years in terms of generators. Big water maker just in front of us with 4 membranes. This will provide 150 liters per hour. Also looks brand new. Underneath this blue covers are the generator and engine starting batteries. Moving slightly forward, we are stepping on the water tanks of the boat, which are centered. All tanks in the boat, the water and the fuel, are made from aluminium. And here we are in between the heart, the beating heart of this machine, which is 2 MAN engines, each with 1,360 horsepower, with about 2,000 running hours. I will put the exact hours in the website, so you're welcome to visit the website where you will see the full specification list there. This machine is related to the passerelle. It's the hydraulic power station that provides power to the passerelle. Engine looks in very good condition, no leakage. Paint condition is good. It seems that it has been renewed and refreshed over the years. As I said, all in all, the boat feels very much well maintained, and she has a lot of love over the years, which is good news for her future. So we are stepping out. That was the SUNSEEKER Manhattan 70, beautiful boat with exceptional upgrades. Definitely a boat that you should consider if this is the size and the style that you're looking for.